What's good? We've got the latest on Kevin Byard and the pay cut situation, as well as some interesting trade targets to go over today, and we'll get started in just a minute. Before we get into the latest trade rumors, Kevin Byard talk for the Tennessee Titans, I'm going to call y'all out. Y'all must really like to lose to the Texans because that's what's happening right now. We're doing a sub battle to see who can gain the most subs in a week, and they are quite literally lapping us with 64 subs gained this week. We have 32. I cannot defend myself if you guys aren't hitting the sub button. I don't want to say that you enjoyed losing to the Texans, but it really looks like it. You're not helping your case. Hit the sub button and let's fix these numbers. Not cool, guys. Let's grow the channel. Okay. Like I said, I have the latest on Kevin Byard, but it's a little bit of a different update than you would probably expect. Let me set the scene for you. You're Kevin Byard. You're at a charity event that is raising money for children's cancer research. You're an honorary co-chair with your wife. You're talking to the media about the event, and someone asks you about the pay cut situation and whether you're being traded. Now, if I'm Kevin Byard, I don't think I'm too thrilled to answer that question. And honestly, I'm going to say he handled it a little bit better than I would have because he answered the question just like this. Very simply put, I appreciate the question, but I want to keep on pace with what the night is for. Round of applause to the man for handling it with such grace. But let's interpret it, because now you've got everybody running with this statement on he didn't answer the question. There's no comment. They must not be able to come to terms. No, guys. I think he was simply at a charity event for children's cancer, which he was a co-chair for, and he didn't want to take the attention away from the bigger purpose of where he was. Simply, I'm not going to sit here and use his answer and say, oh, it's no comment. This is bad. He's not going to be a Titan this year. No, I think he just simply, out of respect for the event and for the purpose of the event, he chose not to talk about it. So, as of the rest of, is he going to be a Titan? Still kind of up in the air, but I'm not going to use what he said at that charity event to run with and say, no, he's not going to be. Type KB in the comments if you want to keep Kevin Byard, if you respect him for, handling the situation as he did with very much class. Type KB in the comment section and we'll keep moving. But before we keep moving, let me tell you about Fanatics. They've got these really cool draft hats, baseball caps, snapbacks, flat bills, curve bills, whatever your style is, they've got it. They've got something for everybody. Head to chatsports.com/Titans draft hats. These are the official draft hats of the Tennessee Titans. Really good pickup here for a good price. Head to chatsports.com/Titans draft hats and get you some gear. Now, the Kevin Byard trade rumors aren't the only trade rumors the Titans are linked to. In fact, they've been linked to quite literally almost every quarterback trade rumor, every trade rumor, big name you can think of. Titans are probably involved with it somewhere. And I'm going to go over 3 of those trade rumors that could be potential targets for the Tennessee Titans that could actually happen. First one up, Brandon Aiyuk. This is the one on this list that I can actually get behind. Brandon Aiyuk, great receiver, could be very beneficial to the Titans receiver room given its current state. Jack Hammer, who is a beat reporter for the San Francisco 49ers, tweeted this a couple days ago. Players the 49ers could trade before the end of the draft. Trey Lance, who we've spoken about, the Titans possibly trading for. Brandon Aiyuk, Elijah Mitchell, Javon Kinlaw. Am I missing anybody else? The 2 on that list that would kind of make the most sense for the Titans would be Trey Lance. Again, we've spoken about this. He's got connections with Ran Carthon, who actually was in the front office that traded up for Trey Lance. I don't know that San Francisco is actually going to get rid of Trey Lance just because of the Brock Purdy injury questions and whether he'll be able to start. You don't really want to diminish your quarterback room when you don't know if your QB1 is going to be ready for the next season. But Trey Lance has been linked to Tennessee as well as Minnesota. I want to talk about Brandon Aiyuk, though. This is a name that hasn't been too hot, but is picking up a little bit of steam. This trade rumor kind of came about a couple weeks ago and then died off, but it's back. Look, Brandon Aiyuk is a very good receiver. I think he slept on quite often. He had an incredible season in 2022. That San Francisco offense really got it going. He was a big, vital part of that. Again, would be great to have him in Tennessee. Well, Tennessee isn't the only team that could possibly want to go after Brandon Aiyuk. Well, why is he such a hot commodity? Well, here's 10 reasons. There's probably more, but I can list 10 for you right now. He is constantly getting better. And you can see it through his stats, he continues to grow. He continues to become a better football player, which is always a plus. He's got elite production in a run-first offense. Tennessee has a run-first offense right now, a very run-heavy offense. Again, he would fit right into that. He's got elite footwork. He's utilized goal line to goal line, meaning all over the field he can benefit the game. He has the willingness to block in the run game, which that's not always the case with your receivers. Some aren't very willing to block, but he is. He's a superb route runner. He's got reliable hands and the yards after the catch. The ability there is great. He's only 25. He plays bigger than he is. He's not the biggest receiver, but you would never know it with the way he plays. And again, still getting better, constantly improving. 10 reasons why Tennessee might be interested in grabbing a guy like Brandon Aiyuk. Yes, you just signed Chris Moore. You brought in a vet. But if I'm being honest, Brandon Aiyuk, Chris Moore, let's weigh the options here. Might be a little bit expensive. Not even sure if San Francisco is actually willing to trade him, but it is a possibility. Would you trade for Brandon Aiyuk? If you're Ran Carthon, you're trying to bring in a veteran receiver to double up with Chris Moore. Are you grabbing Brandon Aiyuk? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Head down to the comment section and let me know. The next trade target on the board is Aaron Rodgers. I am sick of talking about the crazy trade rumors, but we're going to do it anyway because it's out there and it's hot again. Now, they're back, basically. This is not the first time we've heard Aaron Rodgers is looking at the Tennessee Titans. We heard it last year when he was building a house in Tennessee, and now they're back, which you thought they would have died down with the Jets trade happening, right? Apparently not. A former NFL executive, anonymous, told NFL Analysis Network, while the likely outcome for Rodgers is still the Jets, the Titans have reached out recently. If things fall apart with New York, Tennessee would have a shot at acquiring him. How real is that, considering, one, the source is anonymous, former NFL exec. Two, we've heard these rumors before that Tennessee is willing to trade for Aaron Rodgers, but he has publicly come out and said he wants to be with the Jets. I think this might be a smokescreen. Weeks ago, this deal was supposed to take place. It hasn't yet. Nothing has followed through. So is this Green Bay kind of pushing things along, saying, hey, make a move, we're ready to go, we need to do something here, by not necessarily making up rumors, but making up rumors that Aaron Rodgers could land in Tennessee if things fall through with the Jets. I don't think he'll land in Tennessee. Again, this is a reoccurring rumor that we just keep coming back to for some reason, one reason or another. And now it's that I believe Green Bay is trying to push things along. How real is the Rodgers to Tennessee hype? Do you think there could be some truth to it? Could Aaron Rodgers have built a house in Tennessee last year because he knew he was going to end up there this year? I don't know. Let me know what you think. If you think it's real, give it a 10. If you think it's absolute BS, give it a 1. Scale it in the comment section. And finally, number 3, another quarterback we have talked about that it just doesn't feel realistic that he ends up in Tennessee, Mr. Lamar Jackson. I'm going to be honest, I really don't even want to entertain this rumor. Why? Because it's not new. They just signed OBJ, and from what it looked like, OBJ and Lamar were ready to work together. Now, the Ravens and Jackson have not figured things out. He's expensive, but no other teams have been super excited or super verbal about, yes, we're pursuing Lamar Jackson. Not a single team. In fact, you had teams come out right after the news broke that he signed a franchise tag that they didn't want Lamar, that they weren't pursuing Lamar, which is kind of sus. Why? What are the reasons behind that? But I don't think the Titans are going after Lamar. Again, I think they end up working it out in Baltimore. Not only that, but he would cost 2 first-round picks, and I don't think the Titans can afford that. Yes, you're probably going to have to maybe make some hefty moves here. We talk about trading up in the draft for a quarterback or whatever it may be. I don't think giving up 2 first-round picks for Lamar Jackson is in the best interest of the Titans. There are too many things to fix on that roster. Name a player you want the Titans to trade for. It could be one of the 3 I mentioned. It could be Trey Lance, whom we've spoken about. I didn't put him on the board today. Or it could be DeAndre Hopkins or maybe another player that I haven't even talked about on this channel. Let me know down in the comments section. Give me your thoughts. I love reading the comments. As always, we appreciate y'all for watching. We'll be back soon. Tighten up.